Unlimited power. Oh, well, maybe quite limited power, but none that you know what I'm on about. You know what I'm trying to say. Welcome in to another episode of Snowrunner with me, the Midlife Simster. Thanks for joining me again as I continue to make my way through the game and across these very, very muddy maps. A little bit of a an update for you then. So why have I not got my all-wheel drive on? Come on now, let's wake up and get on with it. So since the last episode, because of the basically the state of that Western Star, got that all the way back to the garage. When we arrived, or when I arrived, I say we because I did it off camera. When I arrived, it turns out that for some of the upgrades, which was the tyre upgrades I really wanted for it. Oh, that's tight. We needed to level up. However, we were only 200 points off the next level, which was level 11, as you can see there on the screen very briefly. So I made the decision to take Chevy Chase, get out there, do a little bit of work around the map, so you can see that I've sorry, there it is, first one of the day, I think, maybe probably a couple even without me noticing. And I opened up a lot of the map down this end, and second one. So trailer store, everything down there, a few of the tasks, a lot of the found a few tankers as well, which is good. Another one we're heading towards here now. Also, you'll notice I've got the prototype exploration unit attached to the back of Chevy, or Chevy, and no, it's Chevy, isn't it? Because it's Chevy Chase. And we'll be taking that now, refilling off this next tanker, running that scan here to see if there's anything, and then moving on to the additional watchtowers. We've got, obviously what I did was manage to get up to a level 11, upgrade the Twin Star base, bring that back across, drove that all the way across the map. It actually, touch wood, dare I say it, seems to work quite well in these muddy conditions. So the downside of that truck is that there's no way of putting anything on the back of it. It is what it is. It's a rigid truck. It comes with the long base, and that's the end of it. There's no crane, etc, etc, etc. So it's not necessarily how I like my place. It won't necessarily suit my play style, I don't think, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. So if we can get up here and get some fuel from our good friend, I may just drag him down. Come on, back down to the road. So what I'm gonna do is come on. Right, kill the engine, handbrake on. First off, oops, wrong button, sorry. First off, we're gonna activate the radar, run the radar, because that'll take up 20% of the fuel that the little machine requires. I love this animation. I think it's brilliant. I really love that animation. So corporate expansion, but nothing else that's particularly amazing. Okay, fair enough. Stop that now. So we're going to refuel from the Scout fuel carrier. We're going to fill up Chevy Chase back up to 80, but we're also going to fill up the prototype exploration unit. We're going to then head back down here, head back onto the main road. We're going to drag, hopefully, be able to just drag this down to the main road just to make our lives a little bit easier should we need it again, because it's just going to be more useful having it there. There's that task there. It's going to be more useful to have it there than it is anywhere else. We'll head out now over here, hit this watchtower, maybe head up there and run that again. We'll see how I feel. Oops. So there we are. Once we've got the watchtowers unlocked, and we can maybe, if we spot any of the upgrades, etc., or anything that's just kind of quick and easy, we'll get that sorted. And at that point, we'll head then over to excuse me, the Western Star, and try out a couple of tasks. I've dropped her off at the, I think it's the lumber yard, or where we can at least get some of the lumber for the bridges, so we can look to repair. One of the tasks is repair one of the bridges which is down back towards the trailer shop. So we'll use it for that, and then just see what else we can use it for. So that's got to be at least 5, hasn't it? It's quite annoying. So where do we need to go? We want to go all the way down here and then find our way up to the watchtower. So let's just keep on going. So that's basically the recap. Not much else to go through really. We just got to start now boxing off this map before we can move on to the final part of Michigan, and then we'll be off into the other. Now whether we do Russia or whether we go and do Alaska or even one of the later maps, I'm undecided. I'm tempted to just follow the order and be done with it. In the meantime, I enjoyed playing this game so much the other day that I decided, just very briefly for a bit of fun, because that wasn't fun at all, was it? Just for a bit of fun, I created a new game and restarted one. Had a little look on Reddit around the kind of most efficient way to start the game and so on and so forth, and just had a little play around with that because I wanted to. I've got all this DLC, all these vehicles on the DLC, so I can't show you in here because we're not in the garage, but I'll jump back to the garage very shortly. Let's get this sorted and then I'll jump back and just very quickly talk about it, because they just sat there and I've not used them. I've not really experienced what they're like to kind of have a go at. Where's the access to that then? It's going to be all the way back around there, is it? Surely I can just sneak through. Yeah, I can sneak through there. If I ditch the unit. Let's have a look here. Diff lock on, let's go. Let's get up here. Come on. Oh, I was a bit too close, that was, for comfort. Sneak through this little... Oh. Can I... Yes, I thought it looked big enough. Come on. Yeah, nice one, Chevy. Boom. 50 stars. Happy days. Look at all those wonderful trees. Nothing else. Hasn't given us anything else. That's part of the task. But like, it's actually one of the tasks now, isn't it? Flaming barrels, we're not interested in that rubbish. Rusty Legacy is the Chevy that we found at the top end of the map. Signal in the mountains. Explore the broken antenna. Should we, as we're just here, we may as well go and just do that, aren't we? Come on then. Let's get that done. Which way are we going? Let's go and get that done. Where's the track? Is that it? Yes. Once we've got this done, I'm going to jump back to the garage just to talk about the DLC. But in the meantime, I'll talk about just the kind of general gameplay. So I really enjoyed it, and I kind of completed the basic, the starter tutorial where you've got to sort of open up the map, get the steel girders and the wood, whatnot. Then you go across and you find that first garage, and then from there, that's where the tutorial sort of finishes, and you're free to do what you want. Interesting that the guide on Reddit suggests the most effective way of doing it is what we've done on this playthrough, which is basically sell everything, go and get the Azov. You don't want the diff lock on, do you? Sell the Azov. Sorry, no, go and get the Azov and use that as much as you can for everything, which is what we talk about in episode 1 of the series, which is, is it cheating? It's probably not playing the game in the spirit it's intended. I gotta be fair. but we've kind of gone around and around on that on various different points. What you can't do, or what I can do based on that playthrough, there we are, happy days. Simple as that. Explored. Right, let's knock that engine off. There's nothing of any other value or interest here, so cool. If I go into the map and just very quickly, let me think about this now. So global map, if I go back to the Smith Dam and garage, just because I want to get this right when I talk about it. And I wonder if anyone else has compared it, and I'm gonna have a look later on when I got a bit of time. So on my playthrough, because I couldn't afford the Azov, because of the way it's done where you sell everything you've got, and it leaves you about £5 short, which, you know, in Reddit it suggests it wouldn't do that, which is a bit strange. But because I've got this in the DLC, I dropped it into the game, and I love it. It's an amazing truck. Now, I don't know if it's better than our Azov, because that's considered kind of pound for pound the best truck in the game, or there's an argument for it being the best truck in the game. But I do love that Azov, the blue Azov we'll call it. Whoa, what a beast! Just smashes through. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, the first map in Michigan, not exactly challenging for many trucks. However, just an absolute breeze. Again, same issue, slow and bigger than Red Azov. Where are you going? Come on, Chevy, you're better than that, mate. So, you know, I haven't really had a proper go at all the, you know, kind of doing tasks with Blue Azov to see how that kind of plays out, because she's so much bigger and longer. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I do know why. Oh, that's a bit horrible, isn't it? Let's get out of here. There you go. Whee! So, big old truck, quite slow, but just was brilliant, just unstoppably brilliant at the first half an hour of gameplay that I had, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And oh no, no. Come on then, there we go. That's probably should have damaged us quite considerably, but hey ho, win-win. So yeah, so just starting out, I don't want to go kind of too far into it because I don't want it to then detract from me playing this series. There is a balance. I can't put too much content out in a row on this because, you know, my chat is pretty boring at the best of times. It'll be even more boring if I'm doing a video a day at the moment because of my injury, and you know, I'm rehabbing at home and it's going to be a long time. I don't have masses to talk about because I'm a little bit sort of Groundhog Day at the moment where everything blurs into one. Like, I can't really do much. Come on then, let's hook you up. Okay, let's come up with a plan. So we've done that one. The only thing now would be we got 41% fuel left. We could just nip back down, pick that up, go that way, but there's not going to be a way through. That is horrible stuff over there. If I go this way, I'm going to overcommit, I think, unless there's... Hello, look at that. That's what we want. So back onto the main road, up here, take a left. Oh, we're good. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so because all the days meld into one, I'm not going out and about. I'm, you know, well, certainly not much. Not, yeah, can do basically nothing around the house. It's quite embarrassing. And I feel so bad for my partner. My you know, she She's working so hard and there's just nothing. What are we stuck on again? The only thing with this... Oh, I was going to swear quite badly then. This very, very annoying truck. Not truck, sorry. I'm so angry now. I'm over-focusing. I can't think what I want to say. The only thing with this trailer is it seems to get hung up all the time on large branches, and the only way then of releasing it is to kind of ram it. There's not even any other point to see, and you can see it. You can see where it's caught up. Stupid thing. Go on, Chevy, can you do it? I mean, and the thing is that we run the risk of running out of fuel trying to do this. Now, whoa. Blimey. Okay, let's try a bit more of a sensible approach. Let's try and push it out. This way. Got a little bit of movement then, didn't we? Ramming speed. Are you free? Is that good enough for you now? Are you happy? Surely you are. Okay, let's just see if we can't squeeze past you here and drag you out. The only saving grace is that because there's fuel in the trailer, we can actually steal fuel. There we go. We can steal fuel from the trailer itself if we need to. So when you stay on the road, it's fine because it generally isn't going to get hung up on things. It's just like that when you just slightly go off, and there's like that on there on the left, the logs that are just protruding out. It snags up on the axle, and like that one there, like that would probably cause it all sorts of dramas. I love this trailer, but it does really frustrate me. So there we are then. So that's where I'm at. So I am gonna keep the other save going just for a short period of time, because I want to try some of the other DLC stuff that I've got that I've never been allowed myself to do, and I don't want to use in this series. I want to try and keep it not pure, but certainly less cheaty, really. We play it a little fast and loose at times. I fully appreciate that. Here's me being all smart here that I'm going to cut the corner, and I'm not sure it was the best idea in hindsight. Blimey, that mud is grim. There we go, she's off. Okay, here we go. So that was that. What else has been going on the last few days? No new subscribers at the moment. New content, not really doing much with the algorithm and things. Ah, lordy lord. Come on then. Again, what was it called? The YouTube short didn't really do much. Didn't seem to kind of generate much. Only handful of views. Whereas, like I said, that first one, hundreds. It must have been because I was a new content creator. It must have given me a bit of a boost. Ay. I'm not sure I'm gonna go down there, but I've only got 6 litres of fuel, so I'm gonna have to. So what we'll do is, I've got 120 in it, but I'm not going to get there with the 5 litres now. So I flip them around, and we'll just have to head over there. Whoops. And just drag our way through this. This isn't going to be particularly exciting. So, blimey. So I'm quite excited now to just have a little play around with the rest of that DLC. See what we've got. It just made me really excited to like where we're gonna find, and I don't know if that blue as of is even available in game, or if it's just solely a DLC and we're never gonna come across it anywhere. But either way, there may come a point where, you know, when we've got the money, that where do you find out how much money you've got? So, yeah, 67,000. There we are. Oops. Go over there. So, you know, it also allows me then to judge what we could consider purchasing in the future. Because then it's not cheating if we earn the money to go and buy it. There's nothing to say you can't buy it. I'm not going to be a purist where, so much of a purist where you say, well, I'm not willing to use Russian trucks in America or American trucks in Russia, or etc., etc., etc. So we're not going to do that. Do I need to just drive in there just to start that off, or is it? Oh, okay. So a little help from our friends. Okay, so let's refuel these guys whilst we're here. Fuel carrier, fill up the Chevy. Bosch, fill up the prototype. Bosch. Good, good, good. If we carry on up here now, that's how we're going to reach that tower. So we are going to have to take the higher road to get to it, which is disgusting. As we're here though, what we may as well do when we can refuel again is what we did last time, run the radar. And I know the tower's right by then, I'll catch most of this, but it may not catch the corner of the map. So we'll just double check and see if this picks up anything that wouldn't. Ah, okay, sweet. Ah. Do we dare, do we dare? Well, we may as well whilst we're here. So if we go left and then take the, whoops, take the really bad path up and then drop down to the watchtower. It's like I'm talking to my child and reading the Gruffalo or something. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Fuel Tanker. Reverse, but power reverse. Good. With the diff lock. Because this is bad. Okay, that's a bit of a plan. What else has been happening in my very quiet life? So I mentioned on a few episodes my main love in life, other than my family and gaming, is American football. I'm a New York Jets fan for my stupidity and suffering. I clearly don't want a happy life. And part of loving the NFL has led me to loving American football, fantasy football, but on NFL, not the UK version, the soccer version. And it's superb. Absolutely love the fantasy football, brilliant stuff. Now, what I'm about to say, and I'm in no way condoning it. You've got to be able to afford it. It's got to be for fun. It's got to be for the right reasons. If you can't afford it, it's a very, very dangerous game to go down. Gambling is bad. It's an addiction, and it is bad. So there's, you know, I can never, no one will ever be able to justify gambling to me. But I enjoy it, and I do find it fun, and I spend well within my limits. I'm quite tight with my money, so losing a large amount of it, I'm not a massive fan of doing that. With in America, you have something called DFS, which is daily fantasy sports. think it's called. Is that what the DFS stands for? Where is that upgrade then? Right there, bosh. And then we come down the hill. And in terms of DFS, basically what it allows you to do is to play a fantasy team every week. And you just set a lineup and you pay to play. And oh. On the Kodiak. Man. What a rubbish upgrade for us. So DFS allows you to set a fancy lineup and you enter the competitions. Then there's hundreds and hundreds of them, all different prices, and you can enter, let's say it's $3 to enter a team. You're then going up against thousands of other people, all doing the same, entering thousands of teams. Come on now. And then you can win big. You can, if you're playing the high stakes games, where you've got your $20 entries and things, there's you can win a lot of money. You can win thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. There's a lot to be made on there. And I don't play that level. I play the small stuff. You can make your own games that are like head to head. So instead of playing thousands of other people, you're just playing one other person. And me and a couple of my friends, we have a game setup where we're basically in a three-way head-to-head each week. Set a new team. Winner takes all, £5 each. So we're hardly breaking the bank. The amount of joy that all of that gives me can't really be described. I spend a large portion of my week researching the teams and the players, and really looking into it, listening to the podcast, things like that. Oh, shall I risk it and should we see if we can cut across? Just be lazy. You just know this map doesn't suit it, but why is there a road there? I'm guessing it means it can come out by there. Right, let's just go and check why the road goes that way first, is it? What time is it? We need to change the time. So yeah, it gives me an awful lot of joy, and I really enjoy setting those lineups. This podcast about those sort of things. It's I don't really have many vices. I don't drink. I'm not someone who goes out with the lads and things like that. And I like the ultimate binge drinker, I suppose. I don't touch the stuff for 8 weeks at a time sometimes. Probably even longer. And then I'll have an after skinful and wonder why I feel terrible for several days. But I'm primarily just, my time is spent with work and family. That's basically my life, and I love it. I'm very happy with that. But however, one of the flip sides of that is that I like my fantasy football and I like my NFL. Oh my lord, this is not going to go well, is it? I mean, there's a lot of things we can pull through here, but I mean, we haven't even come to the end of the road. Look at that. Tragically, woke up this morning to an come on. Stop connecting over there. Why? Tragically, woke up to an email this morning from the main provider of fantasy football betting, which is DraftKings, big American company, and with immediate effect, they've shut down their UK operations. There's basically no other company that does anything remotely close to what DraftKings did over here. There is such a gap in the market for it. This is such a bad idea coming this way. I mean, we're going the wrong way to start with. We want to be going over there. Like, we need to be going that way, not this way. But now we're even worse off because we're going to have to go backwards. you know, trying to go backwards in a swamp is ridiculous. So yeah, it's shut down. You cannot place any form of wager. You can't deposit money into your account. You can obviously take money out that was yours and you've won previously and was sat in there, and any kind of lineups or anything that you've set up to this point are going to be honoured, and that's fine. But going forward, that's it. It's over with. It's done. There's one other company that I found, but it's so different that I actually don't like it. And you know, it's barely comparable, really. I suppose in a sense it's the same sort of thing, but it's like, you know, you just get to play like one game, whereas with DraftKings you had hundreds to pick from, all different prices and stuff, and the prize pools weren't based upon the amount of entries into the competition. The prize pool was set regardless, and then they would just have an open book on however many entries, I suppose, because at that point they're so established it doesn't matter, and they can afford to have that risk, can't they, where, you know, they can set those prizes at X amount of tens of thousands because they know they're going to have tens of thousands more and more coming back into them, because they take a commission for each time. Each, you know, they take their 10% of every pot, and that's where they make their money. We are all sorts of stuck here. Can I let's see if this one's strong enough to pull us out. Come on. Oh no, come on Chevy, Chevy. We're gonna have to go sideways to try and get out of this mess. Come on then. There we go. So I spent, you know, half an hour researching how to set up my own gambling business, my own betting organisation. Me and the two guys that I play with on the weekly game, both quite keen for it in theory, but it's, you know, it's not really gonna happen. But yeah, just absolutely gutted. It's bizarre that, like, yeah, maybe that shows me that I've got a problem, but it's not. It's the fun. I wasn't betting much. I actually had probably my biggest loss last week that I've had in a very, very long time, where I spent so much time last week. I kind of convinced myself that I was highly likely, there was a very good chance of me easily breaking even, and then arguably then making that profit, because I'd spent so much time researching the week's games and knew what to expect from it all. As it turns out, it was just one of those weeks where it doesn't go your way, and it didn't fall my way at all. And I think I paid probably, I don't know, not much, maybe 60-70 pounds, because I was that confident, on top of my previous winnings and earnings and things. And I think so, like, total amount, and then all my kind of little side bets, I like to put like prop betting, it's called, for those of you in the know. I play £2 per bet. You know, it's very, very small stuff, so you're winning back maybe £3.50 to £4. But instead of doing a six-fold ACCA, where chances are one of those aren't going to come in, by just doing individual prop betting, yes, okay, I don't get anywhere near what the ACCA would give me, because those six-folds are going to give you huge odds. So I'd get maybe 40-50 quid on a £2 ACCA. But by putting, I don't know, let's say 6 £2 bets on, that give me my £3.50 back. 4 or 5 of them come in, that bankrolls me then for the following weekend again. I think, you know, I was up, so I kind of enjoy all of that. But yeah, last week was pretty bad. I think in total I probably had about £180 worth of bets on, and I think I only came back in with, I think, about 50. So yeah, I was down like 130. Now again, I hadn't put that 130 in, as I said. I hadn't put anywhere near that sort of level of money in to make the bets in the first place. What is going on here? Just so stuck. Come on. We're gonna have to abandon the trailer and then pull the trailer out separately, because we ain't going anywhere. And I'm gonna have to end it on like that high note of my DraftKings career, because it's gone. It's just, that's it. End of play. We're shutting it down. Tough cheese, no more. And that's it. So my last week of betting, which maybe is a sign, or certainly daily fantasy betting, was an abject failure, and it's gutting. I'm really gutted. Really enjoyed that sort of weekly bit of fun, and she's gone. She's out of my life, which is sad. But here we are. We have made it now across. Absolutely pointless going this way. It was a terrible choice as per usual. Whoops. Because we're still all sorts of stuck in here. No, don't go backwards. You're so close. Just get out onto that road, or some sort of ground where I can trust you and leave, where I can stop you. And dear Lord, I mean, we're so out of fuel. Just doing it that way as well is absolutely rubbish. Dear. So what do we want to do? We want to go this way? Can we see anything? So we're going to have to steal some fuel, certainly out of our satellite rig for this. And then hit the watchtower. Come on then, let's get it done. So yeah, absolutely gutted. That's the end of that. But it is what it is. Injury wise, I not much to report on my back, following my back surgery. Couple of new exercises. Physio's happy. It's very strange what the injury does, because it traps the nerve. For me, it trapped the nerve off my L3, which is related back into my, is it the sciatic nerve? So it was pinching and putting a lot of pressure down on that, and then they've gone in there, shaved off a bit of the facet joint, I think they said. Jeez Louise, I hate this map. I don't know if we're gonna fucking use that to get, maybe if we hook on to front there. Let's see, that might be enough just to force us forward. Lordy Lord. It just guzzles fuel, doesn't it? Just absolutely guzzles the fuel, this map. So yeah, shaved part of the facet joint off, fused my L3, L4 vertebrae together, and took the disc off the, I don't know whether they removed the disc, actually. I genuinely can't remember what they said now. But either way, released the pressure off the nerve. Now, everything I read online is that I will then get as long as the nerve is alive and hasn't been so badly damaged, then excuse me. Let's steal 40 fuel. Is it there? Oh, there's no. It does look like we could go that way, doesn't it? Come on, where's the fun? It talks about like shortcuts and stuff in this game. I very rarely try and take any, so why not? We made a bit of a hash of this episode already and made it pretty boring. Watch me getting stuck. I may as well go and get a bit more stuck. Dear, dear. Also, I think we're we are now 40 minutes in. I'm not going to be able to cut much of this because I've been chatting away, boring you all to tears with my worldy chat. So yeah, this might be, we might struggle a bit here. I mean, I still haven't been across to our new friend, but we might be able to get 10 minutes in quick once I get up here. Bosh. Right, at last. Launch observation tower. Happy, happy days. So at some point we're going to need to get that thing, our satellite up here, open all that up, scan that, because there's clearly going to be stuff going on up here. In the meantime, where is she? So we don't want to do the farmer's house task. What we want is bridge the gap. So we start tracking that. We have got to get down to there. Central bridge, bridge the gap. What's the difference there? Interesting. So deliver 2 central bridge, right? I see. So we're here now, so we can pick up the planks. It's gonna be our best way. I mean, we could really test it, couldn't we? We can't go that way because it's too messy. We could. That's the main road through and around. The short route, but really horrible route, is that one. So, in for a penny, in for a pound, because this episode's been all about getting stuck. Let's just go this way and see how she really handles all the mud in there. So let's chuck a couple of wooden planks on here. Is it 2 sets of planks we need? Yes, it is. Anywhere else? No, we don't know anyone else needs planks at the moment. Off we go. So she's got the dual wheels on the back, which what I do admit to using is there's a tyre chart. I genuinely can't remember if I've spoken about this previously, so apologies if I have. But there's a tyre chart you can find online it's basically scored every available tyre. I haven't got the DLC for is it the Jack of all treads, which is quite clever. Yeah, I haven't got them, so I play with the base game tyre selections. But look at her just smashing it. Come on, you foul beast. Oh, yeah, girl. No diff lock yet. Don't need it. Let's see. Boosh, diff lock on. Straight back out. Let's go. Unlimited power. Oh, well, maybe quite limited power, but none. You know what I'm on about. You know what I'm trying to say. I'll have one of those few moments later bits now where I get properly stuck by here. Go on, girl, you got it. You got it. You're good. Power out. Let's go. Yes. Look at her. What a beast. But she's not foul, she's beautiful. Don't you dare. Thought we were going to go then. So not much to update really on my injury, kind of the progress. I say the nerve. At the time after the surgery, but I saw the surgeon a week later, and they said how badly damaged or pinned down the nerve was, and they didn't actually think that they were quite worried that they wouldn't have been able to save the nerve, or there'd be a lot of irreversible damage to it. Whereas they're kind of the opinion that it's the strength in my leg is good, because prior to the surgery, prior to the surgery, I couldn't lift my leg. I spent several days completely immobilized, but then they managed to amend my medication to resolve that, and at least allow me to get slightly mobile, in the sense of being able to be helped out of bed and helped into the bathroom and things like that. But post-surgery, the surgeon explained then that the nerve had been really badly damaged. They weren't sure it was ever going to recover, but they're very, very pleased. In the meantime now, what am I, 3 weeks post-surgery. The pain in my leg is bizarre. So I've got sharp shooting pains in my ankle, occasionally. I've got numbness and it's almost a sensation, that's an easy word for everyone else to say, isn't it? Sensation where I've maybe, I don't know, burnt my skin, and it's really, really, really sensitive to the touch and any pressure, and that's all around my knee and the sort of inside of my thigh, and then my hip and sort of groin are a constant just discomfort and ache. So it's massively affecting how I walk and my mobility and things. Whoa. So I mean, physio's quite happy with how it's progressing. Now then, we know the task. This is going to have to be a reverse stamina, because we're never going to make that jump, are we? Let's play this a bit sensible, yeah. Rather than try and swing around the corner. However, yeah, so it's a strain. Oh dear. Oh, I've got that very wrong. I haven't gone far enough down the road, have I? Or wide enough. Go on, let's try again. Less is more. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're good. So a very, very strange feeling in the leg. The back seems pretty good. Back seems to be doing all right. But it's just the leg at the moment which is causing the problem. Before I complete this, what a beast of a truck! Amazing, absolutely amazing. Love it. That smashed it over here then. And I can't believe the first time I played this game through, I didn't enjoy this truck and I got rid of it straight away. And I can't even imagine why I did that. Because she's great. This is a great truck. Okay, so no, I want to go a bit further, don't I? Sorry, my bad. But we were there. Cargo management. Kerblamo. That is a rickety little bridge. Sweetness. Happy days. How are we doing? She's still got loads of fuel as well. Superb. So we haven't really got many tasks. We haven't unlocked them. We know they're out there, but we just haven't got to them. So okay. So that's where we're at basically with things at the moment. We need to try and save that Chevy and drag it across the map. I think I'll probably go and do that off camera shortly. It's quite simple. I'll film it just in case anything silly happens. And then we need to try and start grabbing these. I mean, the upgrades probably is what we should go for first. I know we've got I want to run that scan up there as well, that's going to be really messy. So I tell you what, that's what I'll do off camera is I'll take the Chevy up here, grab the do the scan as we're right next to it. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, as we're right next to it, the Chevy can try and go and fish up that upgrade for us. And then on the next episode, we will continue. We will wake up, mate. We'll continue our efforts with this wonderful beast, and not a foul beast at all. So, listen, if you have enjoyed it, please do give me a like and a follow. It genuinely does mean the world to me. And it's you know, it's really strange when you sit there and you see like people have viewed it, even if it's just for a couple of minutes and stuff. You know, give me a like, give me a dislike. I'd like to know. Comment. I really want to hear a comment and just start talking to people. I don't get to talk to people much at the moment with my situation. I haven't got much of a social life. Obviously, I can't really get out and about. So you know, you guys might be my only hope and my saving grace. So again, listen, if you have enjoyed today, please do give it a like and a follow in the comments. Let me know anything I could be doing better, anything you would do any differently, any thoughts on any of the trucks and stuff that we're using. If you do want to share this video, please do be my guest. And as always, until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.